So hey, good Friday morning to you. John Bergsman here, live from Captain Chuck's in Ludington, and we've got a very fun little talk coming to you right now before we watch our teaser, which is the Lake Cadillac bass fishing show. Which, guys, stay tuned for that show. It's lights out this weekend on our Angler Quest. Casting, that's right, from the bow of a 26-foot Angler Quest, we're shore casting for bass, dock skipping, you name it. We're having a great time. My son and I caught 45 keeper bass. Season, it's not preseason, it was in June, so we're having a great time during legal season. Of course, we released them all, but there's a lot of great fishing to be had there in the Cadillac region. So let's talk just a little bit about the shoreline fishing that's just about to start. You know, we're here in Captain Chuck's surrounded by spoons and thin fin shads and all the salmon equipment, and for good reason, because April 1st is usually kind of that day, kind of that time of the year where all the salmon guys start to think, okay, got to get my boat in, got to get ready to go. Well, guess what? The steelhead and the coho and the lake trout and the beach trolling season is upon us right now. A lot of guys out fishing 25 to 50 feet of water, even as shallow as 15, 10 and 15 if you got consistent depth. So let's talk about a couple of the keys to being successful at beach trolling. I think the first key that you have to do is you have to remember you're not going deeper than 60 feet in that first few weeks of the year. You want to stay 25 to 50 or 60 feet of water. That's key number one. Number two is not to forget to keep your speed up. This isn't slow trolling because it's cold. No, these are silverfish. You're still trolling 2.3 to 2.7. They want to see speed on these baits to strike them. Number three, you're looking for stained water when and where you can find it. And that might be, stained water from a windblown shoreline or a point that sticks out where there's a mud line trailing off behind the windy side of the point. Also downwind of feeder creeks. That's another great place to find stained water. And in all of those locations early in the year, you're going to find steelhead, coho, juvenile kings, and lakers. That's where you're looking for them. You're not looking for gin clean water. That's not what you're looking for. It's shallow. So obviously if you're in gin clean water, you can look over the side of the boat on a calm day and see the bottom. You're trying to get it where you've got some color to the water so that the fish can hold in there. Not only bait fish, but the big fish can hold in there and not feel spooked when you come trolling through. Now, best presentations. Well, you can certainly run downriggers, which I always do, and I have just a program where I basically set the riggers halfway down, whatever depth I'm in, I set it halfway down. Run a spoon out 60 feet. You could even run a thin fin off of it, but I prefer to just throw a spoon out 60 or 75 feet and hook it up to my downriggers. When I'm fishing flat lines, I'm going to fish either flat lines with divers like Brad's thin fins, or Rapala, jointed Rapalas work really, really good. Setting them out 80 to 100 feet, just getting them away from the board and getting them out there. And then you can stagger some sets of lead core, 1, 2, 3 colors, even 4 colors of lead to get you down 5, 10, 15, and 20. So once you get a spread out that you're comfortable with, you should be able to start catching fish. And that's basically using a mix of what I already mentioned, either brightly colored spoons, usually using some oranges, some golds, some things like that, or using jointed Rapala stick baits. Those are really good. Fire Tiger's good. Orange and gold is really good. Even a chartreuse is really good with an orange belly. And then, of course, Brad's thin fins are always a standby when you're early season coho fishing, and those can go on the flat lines or the short leads, the 1 or the 2 color leads. But if you throw a splash of baits like that out and you troll the right speed through stained water, you're going to bump into fish. And wherever you bump into fish, make sure you go through that spot again. Typically, the fish can be yarded up in tight little areas at this time of the year. So when you're looking to stock up, obviously a place like Captain Chuck's right here in Ludington is salmon central for the upper central Michigan area. This has got a monstrous selection of all the right lures, all of the right rods and reels, boards, tackle, you name it. Plus, these guys are salmon fishermen. They can give you all the information you need and tips to help you become a better fisherman. But right now, it's Beach Trolling 101 here on the western side of Lake Michigan, all the way from Manistee to South Haven.
Over the last 25 years,
offshore tackle has
dominated the freshwater trolling industry.
For the next 25, we're not about to stop.
Precision engineering,
American reliability,
And filling thousands of live wells, one board pullback at a time.
Offshore tackle.
the obvious choice,
My choice.
That's why offshore tackle has outperformed
And outsold any other brand in history.
offshore tackle is your
leader in trolling technology.
Cadillac? Yep. So hey guys, we got a great show this weekend. Right here, I'm going to show you an awesome teaser of my son and I went out with the Angler Quest dock fishing for smallmouth bass on Lake Cadillac and Lake Mitchell. This is an awesome show. You're going to want to watch it. Almost 50 keepers in a day. Early June we were fishing. So stay tuned, watch this, and tune your DVRs and sets into your local station to watch the Fisherman's Digest each week. Hey, good morning everybody. John Bergsma here with Fisherman's Digest. Behind me is the public access here on Lake Cadillac, and my son Grant and I are going to test out the new pontoon. We're going to go casting with our Garmin Force trolling motor off the bow of the Angler Quest 24. We're hoping to show you just a nice mix bag today. Maybe some bass, some pike, some crappie. We might even throw a worm for some bluegills. Everything's moving to the shallow. It's late May. Stay tuned here from Cadillac, Michigan.
People ask me, hey Steve, why does your sausage, Viennas, and brats taste so great? It's what we don't put in our sausage and Viennas that make it taste so good. No artificial flavorings or fillers in our products. Just the freshest cuts of meats and the finest herbs and spices. Here at the Country Smokehouse, we make over 160 variety of specialty sausage and jerky.
Visit the Country Smokehouse and build an unforgettable gift box.
And if you're too busy to come into the store, come visit us at countrysmokehouse.com and order your gift box.
Hey, thanks for joining us for another week of Fishing Reports. Thanks to Captain Chucks for letting us set up and film here this week, and also support your local bait shops. You know, we hear that a lot, but you know, there's a lot of monster companies out there just trying to skim the cream off of the top of all of these sales. But these local bait shops like Captain Chucks are staples to the communities. They keep the fishermen in these greater local areas stocked with not only all the right baits, but the right information and tips and tactics of how to catch fish. So you're going to want to make sure that you check yourself when you want to just save that 50 cents or something and get free shipping from somebody. These stores need your business, they need your loyalty, and they're the ones bringing you this show, quite frankly. They're the ones buying the advertising and bringing this show to you each week. So support the local bait shops throughout the state of Michigan. We'll see you next week on the Fisherman's Digest.